Sure.
Action.
All right. Welcome, everybody. You know, episode 10, One Mic Baseball. You know what it is, man. Episode 10 is crazy. But you know what? Let's get right into it. Let's go. Let's talk baseball. Let's get it. You know?
Cut!
Cut.
Video first. Video.
The machine. Beep boop bop. Beep boop. Beep boop.
Alright, welcome. Episode 10. I'm doing it.
Strong, baby.
I
Strong.
don't know how long I could take this, but I'm doing this.
It's getting to the point where we do need to kind of like split up.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that some other time.
Group therapy at 3 today.
Yeah.
But let's talk about baseball. Let's talk about, touched a little bit before about new technologies coming into baseball. And another advancement is coming up. The Mets purchased the machine. It doesn't really have a name. Just it's called the machine.
The machine.
And it just says it's purchased it from Canada.
That's it.
all
That's
says.
the label.
It just
Like
says,
Canada. From Canada. That's how you know it's serious.
But this pitching machine is
Crazy.
something like no other. It actually replicates different pitching styles from different players.
Crazy.
Maybe all of them. They kind of, I don't know how they do it. They downloaded
I don't have to do
their
that.
style. I don't know how they do that. But it's a great way for them to practice different pitchers. And how do you feel about this? Do you think it's morally right? You think it's cheating? Let's just say, do you think it's cheating? Them using a machine that could copy any pitcher's style so they can practice?
No, I don't think it's cheating. Why would it be cheating?
Because it kind of takes the fun out of the game. Kind
Not
of
the
that
game.
101.
I knew he was gonna do some bullshit like this. I knew he was gonna just try to just be like, oh no, it's cheating. It's not cheating, it's called strategy. You know why it's called strategy? Is because they're not using it. They're using it in practice. Think about it. You got a pitcher like Kershaw, right? In the LA Dodgers, right? Kershaw, he has that little, that little movement, you know what I'm saying? Where it hiccups where he pitches, right? They want to imitate that? Hell yeah, because playoffs and stuff like that, they want to be ready for everybody. Anybody that come in, they want to be ready for everybody. That's not cheating. That's good. That's freaking good baseball right there. Wonder how they get the machine like that. That's crazy to imitate everybody.
Yeah.
That's weird, but
something
it's a
crazy,
good
yeah.
thing. For me, it's a good thing.
Crazy AI. I wish there was more on it. It's fairly new. Like more on it. Like maybe like a video explaining how they did this.
Well,
Because
do
the
other
Mets-
teams have it?
Yes, the Mets are not the only team that have it. I think 4 other teams. It didn't specifically say which are 4 other teams.
Okay.
Maybe I just read the wrong article.
Well, are those teams? Well, I'm guessing the teams that have the machine are
Yeah.
probably playoff teams that are trying to be in the race. Because, come on, think about it. Why would a team that's like the Washington Nationals or the Cincinnati Reds or even Pittsburgh Pirates, right? They got a machine. What do they need a machine for? What is coming out of that? Nothing.
Yeah.
If you get a machine, like if the Mets or like the Yankees have it, or like even other teams, if they have it and they're trying to build up their, their stamina, and they're trying to just get that concentration to where like anybody that come in that position and they pitching, they are ready for anybody. Because a lot of times people with analytics, and you can get analytics from anything and stuff like that, but sometimes the real reality and trying to actually hit the pitch real time, it's just real difficult. It's real more easier rather than you telling me, hey, do it like this, or looking at video.
Yeah.
It just
What do you think that maybe a team like the Reds, Pirates that are low, would probably... I think it's better for them to get it because they need to practice a lot more than they get that world-class training that they really, really need versus a team that's kind of already has a roster that's unbeatable.
Yeah.
So maybe they should invest. Maybe I don't know. Again, I don't know which teams have it. Maybe the Reds do have it. Maybe that's why they're moving up a little bit more.
Facts.
They're doing way better than last time we talked about
to be
them.
honest with you, I don't think they have it. Just like I said, I don't think they have it.
Yeah.
They flat out don't have it. They are trash teams, and they don't. What do you benefit from there? You don't benefit nothing. If I'm working hard and I'm on the Cincinnati Reds, I'm not benefiting from nothing. Trade me at the deadline, please.
Yeah.
That's where I benefit from. Because I don't benefit from anything else.
Yeah.
I'm staying on a long-term team here, doing nothing. Nobody's building nothing. The owner sucks. I'm not with it. I want to go on a playoff team and freaking swing at that Canada. That's what they call Canada. Because I'm scared
what
of
the
Canada.
machine calls?
I don't know. I'm thinking Canada is a specific word for dangerous because you know what? Toronto has it probably.
Maybe Toronto.
Because let me tell you something. That's suspicious. Toronto is in Canada. Put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
They have it.
Again,
Straight up, they have
maybe I didn't look into it more. Maybe there's actually an article that's plainly says how it works and what teams have it. Maybe
Probably
I'm sorry
is.
if I didn't do my
It probably
research
is.
hard enough,
Probably
but
is.
for now, everything because there's a New York Post that I read it on, saying that this machine does replicate a lot of pictures, a lot of situations, and then obviously it's expensive and only 4 teams have it. I think one of the players had an interview with Nemo saying that he's not surprised that Cohen got this. I don't know how much it is. Strategy, because he's saying he's willing to put whatever it takes. He doesn't care about money, the cost.
Well, come on, we all know who
yeah.
Steve Cohen is. He's the biggest billionaire and has a lot of money to spend because
again, this is
his team.
another tribute to how much he actually dedicates and cares. Because I'm not saying he is the richest, but there could be another one coming even richer and probably not even care about the team. I'm just saying it doesn't matter how rich you are because if he's determined to give it all, put his own savings and everything for the team, that's what matters. But again, there could be richer owners. It doesn't mean they're going to make their team better. They could not care about the team at all. They're just richer. Yeah. But again, talking back to his strategy, I don't know. It's good. Like again, I don't know. I'm on the fence because it is a good strategy. You know, it pumps you up for any situation. You're not started. You're not scared. You have that winning mindset again. Like you want everything to. Every possible advantage you could have that's not cheating, you should take. But also, if this does work, right? If this thing does pitch like the other pitchers, you would probably think, what's the point of having pitchers then? Why not have that machine up there for the game?
No. That's just no. It doesn't work like that. First, okay, here's the thing, right?
Here's my right. You can argue. You can argue like that.
If you're in the batting cages,
yes.
What are you batting? Who's actually throwing the ball?
The little machine.
The little machine, right? So if they throwing it, then you're gonna say, "Oh, I think the machine is supposed to be pitching." No, it's not even supposed to be like that.
I understand, but this is not a regular machine. This machine actually takes the little nuances, the little quirks that other pitchers do and throw, and they do it right at you, like if they were actually there.
That's called strategy.
No, but I'm saying
that's called strategy.
But what's the point of those players then? If these machines, if you can download like different category, like let's say you get pitchers from the 30s. If you can analyze the way they pitch, you can download on that. Why would that'd be cool to put that up there? Why do we need pitchers now?
Why would you have that? That doesn't make sense.
I'm saying
so you can have batters that hit batters too, right? Because there's batters that. So just just change the whole game and be computers.
Yeah, but I'm saying, do you think this? I'm not saying that's gonna happen.
What it seems like.
I'm not saying I want this to happen. I'm saying, do you think this is a weird way that slowly in the future, in 20 years, you're gonna be like, well, now we got robots there because they do everything.
You know what the team's gonna do? The robots, all they're gonna do is manipulate it, and then now it's gonna be 100 miles per hour, or even 200 miles per hour. I can make it 300 miles per hour if I really want to. You know what I'm saying? But
this is some sort of weird sci-fi thing. Do you think it's going to be too dangerously putting too much technology in a game that all you need is a ball, a glove, and
Brian just wants to change the game.
And a bat.
He just wants to change the game.
If you listen to me, I say I don't want this to happen. But do you think this might happen because of these?
No,
things?
I don't think. Honestly, I don't think the robots or anything is going to take over the game. No, umpires, yes, they might be robotic umpires because that's more easier to justify the reasoning of why to have that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times umpires don't really call, the balls and strikes at the right time or, correctly or accuracy. No, the accuracy is not really there. So if you have, there's a little white box when you watch MLB games. You see that little white box that indicates that that's the strike zone. Anything in between those boxes is a strike. Sometimes you'll be in games and you'll be watching a baseball game and clearly you've seen 2 strikes hit that freaking thing, and then next thing you know, boom, it's not. Ball. Come on, really? It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Let me know what you think. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Okay, so now we're gonna get they want to. I don't know if they're gonna implement the robot umpires. Umpires, but it's slowly transitioned so much technology into a simple game and people are willing to. Again, MLB is willing to invest whatever it takes to get more people to watch, and
I get it.
I sadly hopefully they don't listen to it too much. Where they're like, you know what, we like these robots. Well, the people like the robot. Let's put it. Actual fans are like, well, we came to see a guy versus a guy pitch.
I don't think the robots
obviously
gonna
this
do
is the
that.
most.
I'm just thinking that.
I'm just thinking. Hopefully this is just what it is. A way to help players and teams hit better. So what? So if this is happening for the players to hit with the robot, what do you think should happen for the pitchers to help them pitch better now? Since they have these, like, you know, because it kind of makes the pitcher be like, whoa, it doesn't matter what I do. All they're going to do is just download it next season. And if I switch it up, you know, like, they kind of know how I'm going to hit.
I'm not even hearing that. All I'm hearing is that that's called strategy.
Yes,
I'm hearing
but
that.
I want your opinion on that. What do you think the pitchers... So let's say you're a pitcher. Let's say you have a style and you're killing it. Let's say this curveball, it's so difficult for you. Now you have a machine that can replicate it, and every single second, batters can hit it. What's the point of even doing that when they know how to hit it now? Do you understand?
I don't know.
Like, how can you combat that as a pitcher or as a team, saying they know our best pitch? We spent so much money on, you know, on DeGrom and on Max Scherzer. What's the point now when there's a machine that can just pitch just like them? What's the point of spending so much money on these guys when even if they switch it up, well, guess what? Next year they're just gonna analyze all that stuff and put it in the new machine.
I don't know. Honestly.
Again, I don't. That makes it kind of boring and kind of less fun and more of a strategy, boring, like numbers kind of, you know. Sports should be sports. Sports should be a guy versus men, a team versus a team.
Yeah.
I mean, and they always kind of come up with these weird shortcuts to make it fun. And again, you said it's strategy, but it kind of takes it far enough where it kind of like, now it's kind of boring. Now everybody kind of knows what pitch he's going to take. Yay, he hits it. There's no, boom, you're out. 3 strikes, you're out. You know? I mean, obviously, it's not going to be like that immediately. Yeah. But slowly, it's going to slow down. And it's just going to be stagnant where the hitter does know exactly whatever pitch it comes, he knows how to handle that.
I mean, I definitely, I hear you, right?
Yeah.
I definitely hear you. I understand what you're saying and stuff like that. And some parts I do agree. I'm not going to lie, I do agree with some parts. I don't think it's going to overpack the game in the future. Do I think that they're still going to use, like, any type of, like, robotics, anything to help the game, around the game? Yes, like calling, replay, stuff like that. Umpires, etc. That. The ruling of the game. That part I understand. But as, like, the gameplay, like, actual robots inside the gameplay, I don't think that that's going to happen because now you're defeating the purpose now. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you're using it for strategy, but I think the way that they're explaining it it kind of seems like it's like you can download a CD, right, and then put it in. I don't think it's like that. I don't think it's like really imitating, because I don't think you can imitate an actual human like that. I think it's just more of the actual pitch. You can't. Kershaw has that stoppage and then go. You can't imitate that stoppage. So that's something that you still have to figure out when you're playing at that time.
Yes.
But you can honestly just feel where he's throwing a pitch. Like, hey, he's throwing a slider this way. We can imitate that part, but we can't imitate his actual, his movement on how he pitches.
Yes.
I don't think it's like that.
That's you're right. That you can't imitate that now.
What's
stopping them from taking this further?
Because there's rules and regulations. There's rules and regulations. There's limits. Yeah. There's limits to anything. Because we can think about a lot of stuff that they can do.
I don't think there's limits right now for that. And I don't think they're thinking ahead of time. They might be doing this under the rug, like every team could talk to something, and then by the time MLB notices what's going on, I don't know if it might be too late.
But that's the thing, though. That's when
maybe MLB should really look into this and say, hey, this is, I guess, a good strategy thing, but let's tone it down. Let's not make it so it'd be boring enough, like where you rely only, because it sucks when you rely only on stats. When you rely only on this guy hits like this, you rely on this pitch goes like this.
Yeah.
It takes the fun out of the game. How about, instinct? Oh, this is going to be a good one. Oh, whenever you hit a home run, you hit a nice ground, you hit a nice straightaway from just straight instincts, your body, you're feeling it, you know this pitcher, you feel it in your gut, instead of being like, oh, he always throws like this, so I'm going to just do this.
Well, here, look, right? Look.
So sometimes the technology is good, but it kind of sucks when it interferes with actual gameplay. Like when you just want to get a ball with a friend and hit, that's fun. You want to see that in the game too. You don't want to see these people like, whoa, no, I can't hit a home run right now because I should hit a ground ball right now because maybe in the next inning this is gonna it's gonna be like, hopefully it doesn't overpower. Hopefully this doesn't open a gate to something like that where kind of the whole sport is just robots and math and numbers and like statistics and just all these things.
Yeah, well, look, you heard me, you heard Brian. Do we really care what Brian has said? But anyway, so you heard me. But anyway, look, I just want to hear your opinion on this. Do you feel like Brian is right?
One thing, sorry, that I did read. You cannot. I think there is a rule. You can't use that on the actual game day.
Yeah.
You can't use it. If you're playing against Mets LA and Kershaw's pitching, you can't use that machine batting practice.
Okay.
You can't use it. You can do it. When you have like a little break.
Okay.
When you have to go back to you go back to Citi Field, like the Mets go back to Citi Field, and they have like a 2-day break until.
And they can use in between. They can use in
between there, but they know who they're going to pitch. Let's say Philadelphia comes in, they know kind of like who's gonna so they can. It still has a little bit of boundaries. Okay. It's not actually on that same day. All right, he's pitching. Let's just use that machine and kind of get everybody in.
That is good strategy, though. I'm telling you that. That is good strategy.
It is good strategy.
It really is.
But you have to, weigh, a strategy too much an advantage where the game is boring.
Yeah.
Obviously, they'll win, but that was a boring game. Yeah, they won 13-0, but it was no excitement in there.
I mean, if you...
It's always great when, when the Mets came in and they won in the 9th inning after being down by, 7, they came in. That's amazing. That came from just straight, like, you're not giving up. They completely were dominated, and they just came in and went in and just destroyed. That's baseball right there. But if you have these things slowly coming in, you're not going to see games like that anymore.
Yeah. No, I agree. I see your points. I do see your points. I feel like if you use it a little bit, you know what I'm saying, but don't overdo it, then you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Teams are not going to care. They're going to take advantage
because they're going to win.
They want to win, and they're not going to care. They're not going to care about who cares about the spirit of baseball.
Yeah, but the problem is, yes, you have to. You can't just think like that because you're not going to win. Yeah. You're going to cheat. You're just going to be like the Astros, or cheat because there's limits. We can figure out ways to get like an advantage on the other opponent, right? And I can think about possible ways right now, but my other possible ways I'm thinking about is cheating because there's no other way. I can do certain things. I can be sitting out there while have somebody sitting out there in the stands while everybody else is practicing. That dude in the stands is for me. Yeah. Nobody knows about him. I'll set him up with a camera and everything. Make sure he's good. He's media. That's media. Have a whole badge and everything. Set him up. But you know what? He works for me and he tells me the pitches that they're throwing. That's cheating, but that's a strategy that I'm thinking in my head, but I can't go with that one because that's just those are ways wild are cheating. So I do understand what you're saying. I don't know. What do you think about this whole machine Canada? I call it Canada because it's the Canada. The Canada. It's called, it's like a name where it's like like if you hear that name.
It's so secretive, or I don't know if it's secretive or they just don't know if it's too.
Well, everybody knows because Cohen had to know about it because he had to purchase this from somewhere.
And again, if you could figure out what other 3 to 4 teams also have it,
That's all I'm saying.
Maybe his strategy right. Maybe they are playoff teams like the Yankees,
it has to be playoff teams. There's no
Dodgers.
Point. There's no point. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna be playing on a team that. What's this point? What's this for?
Let me ask you like a crazy one. Like I said before, like what if MLB allows that, but only to the lower teams, so they could keep up.
Keep up what?
To get the level of these other teams.
You talk about cutting MLB teams?
Not
because that's what you're saying. Because what are you using that for? I see what you're saying.
To get better.
Okay. You just get better, my guy. You know what a get better is? Yeah. You should be an MLB team. If you're not MLB ready, don't be an MLB team. Doesn't make no sense. Yeah. Just make no sense. Teams go through ruts. They all go through that. Yeah. Teams go through rebuilding processes. We all understand that.
So do you like again? If you're talking to the owners of these lower, are you telling them?
I'm telling you.
Take advantage of this and invest in that, or no? Don't even try.
What, like all
machine,
owners?
This machine.
All owners?
Yeah, let's say you're the Pirates, like Pirates owner. They're doing bad. Let's say, what do you tell them? Hey, this new technology's out there. Maybe invest into that.
No.
No, why not? How are
Because
they?
you have a whole system in AA and AAA. That's what that's for, to get yourself better.
What's the point when the owners don't care and they just trade off their players?
That's rebuilding. That's when you're in a business move and you're trying to rebuild.
Some teams have been rebuilding for 60 years.
And that's what happens. You need to cut them off. Sooner or later, they're going to cut them off. Look, the Washington Nationals is about to sell their team. Did you know that?
Nah.
Yeah, the Washington Nationals is trying to sell their whole team. Not Juan Soto. So get that out your head. Juan Soto is not going anywhere. Just letting everybody know that.
When you say that, like, completely they have control of whatever they want to do, change the name, change the location?
No, just the Nats. You're just going to ownership. Just changing ownership. That's all it is.
But because some people, like, don't care. Like, what team was it in Seattle? I think this is the basketball team when they sold the Sonics.
Yeah.
They had on the contract saying you cannot move the team or change the name. The guy said, okay. What did he do? He moved the team to Oklahoma and changed the name. He's like, what are you going to do? I bought it already. It's my team. Whatever. I'll pay the thing.
And nothing happens.
That's scary. Nothing happens because he's like, all right, there's a fine. Here you go.
Take
Boom.
that.
I don't care.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I get it.
But we can talk about that next time.
We can talk about that next time. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot to talk about next time. But you know what? This is episode 10. And I want to get your thoughts on this. Do you understand what Brian's talking about with this whole machine, the Canada? Do you feel like it's a cheating method? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like they're going to end up going further with it, going through that? But you know what? Or do you agree with me? Do you agree that it's a strategy? You know what I'm saying? Don't overdo it. You know what I'm saying? As much as you can. Let me know. Write in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Let's get it.
Get it. The police. The sirens.
I know. I'm sorry.
You trying to beat it. Oh, and then they stop. He's that. And they stop.
They're probably close. They had to stop because they're close.
Please follow me.
You know what? I just want to let everybody know, man. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Subscribe to me. You know what it is, man. To get everything on baseball, man. One Mic Baseball. Let's get it. You know where to go. Baseball.